Madam Speaker, it's been a tough few weeks for Black Nova Scotians. This government has shown they're willing to put our culture and our programs on the chopping block. And even though some cuts were rolled back, they're still cutting community programs like Hope Blooms and the Decade for Persons of African Descent. Now, when asked by reporters if they're open to putting a new bridge on Africville land, the Premier and his ministers won't rule it out. My question to the Minister of African Nova Scotian Affairs: how can Black Nova Scotians trust this government when they won't make a simple commitment to protect Africville?
I recognize the Honourable Premier.
Thank you. And I do think it's important to tamp this one down. This is a story that was started by somebody. It's not based in fact. There's no talk. There's no plans. There's not something that would happen that we would put a bridge there. It's not going to happen. We can just tamp that down right now, Madam Speaker.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Halifax Needham.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And it's great to hear from the Premier that it's not going to happen, because this government already broke the community's trust when it sat on the environmental racism report and refused to act on the recommendations. Africville's history is stained by environmental racism, from garbage dumps to an infectious disease hospital to a slaughterhouse, all creating a legacy of harm and health issues. And trust in this government has never been lower. So, will the Minister of African Nova Scotian Affairs stand today and commit to protecting Africville from being ever targeted again?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of African Nova Scotian Affairs.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you to the member opposite for the question. With regards to that question, we continue to work in community. We understand the history of Africville, and we continue to work with Africville on these issues. And so with regards to the environmental racism report, we continue to work with community. It was announced that there has been funding to look at how we move forward with regards to that with regards to that issue. And of course, as African Nova Scotian Affairs, we are there to look at, to work with, and work with community with the affairs of African Nova Scotians. Thank you, Madam Speaker.